Hello guys, definitely professional streamer here. We're back on the road to Formula 1 2019. As you can see, we are on round 2 of the 2018 Formula 2 calendar, which is held at Baku. This time, it's gonna load first time. Trust me. Cool, it's already working better than it did last time. Okay, no more mention of last time, it didn't happen. It's in the past. So, after the end of the shambolic sprint race at Bahrain, I went back, tried to calculate where everyone finished, and kind of pieced together the standings as best I could. And as it stands, Norris is at the top of the drivers' table, followed by De Vries, yours truly, Assetto Corsa, Giotta, Markelov, Delatraz, Makina, Albon, Gunter and Russell, and then behind Russell, everyone that scored 0 points: Galeo, Latifi, Aitken, Boccolacci, Boschung, Fukusumi, Nissany, Maini and Fuoco. In the team standings, Carlin is way out in front because of Assetto Corsa and Norris getting a good amount of points in both races. Followed by Prema, Trident, Russian Time, Campos, Charoux, Dams, Arden, ART and MP Motorsport with big 0 points at the bottom of the table. So, unlike last time, where we were at Baku, where we were at Bahrain rather, which is one of the flattest and widest circuits on the calendar, today we are at Azerbaijan, which is one of the tightest. And considering the AI couldn't drive that race very well, I'm not expecting much from this race either. Here we go for the 15-minute qualifying session. Hopefully we can get a better starting point than last time as well. I've pressed the button, haven't I? This is not my car. Okay. Well, that's always nice. Load that. Yeah, looks good. Okay. Actually, I better not do that. Yep, okay. Right, this time I'm going to make it around a lap, and it's going to be more than 15 frames per second. That's near as makes no difference, correct? Okay, here we go. Yep, already much better. Now, unlike the Bahrain track we had, oh dear, well, good start. The AI are programmed better on this one, on this track, and the DRS zones are in the correct places, plural. We'll still have the problem where they can use it whenever they like during the race, amongst with every other problem, like can't force tyres, can't tell them that they have to stop at least once, things like that. They'll still not work. Oh Jesus. Okay. Okay, here we go. Starting the lap. Braking way too early. Never quite sure where the end of that corner is. It might look strange that I go down into first gear for a few of these corners. But it's easier to roll the car through in first gear. Easier to roll the car through in first gear, as proven. Don't crash into me, don't crash into me. Okay, we're good. Well, this lap is longer than Bahrain, so I don't think I'll be able to do a third lap. Well, back to the pits for me. I actually, just for that reason, bumped up the fuel so I can do 3 laps. Yeah. Right, I just need to do better in that corner. So the first part line second. Might well struggle at this course. AI are definitely doing a better job of it than me. God damn it. Try again. Brake late this time. A little bit early. Oh, well. Okay. Okay. Oh, Jesus. Looks like I'm going to need that third lap. do the Formula 1 strat of getting a turn. Oops, that's new. Troll. Alright, man. Your teammate driving into me. Going well. It's going well. Oh my god. You gonna pass me? Oh, bent wing boy. He's been having a crash of his own. Oh, the front wing. It pulls. Is he pitting or just trying to avoid me? I can't tell. No, he's just trying to avoid me. Don't do that. He's just hit the wall. This is his teammates just come out the pit lane. The timing. Honestly, just put me wherever. Just please, let me have a lap. Some of these curbs are bigger than others, and some of them I'm fairly certain are in the wrong place. But I'll let it slide. Where's this going to put me then? Solid last. Didn't think I was that close. Do I have enough time to actually go out and set a lap? I think I do. Right, this time, could we not have someone come out the pit lane and kill me? Jesus. Very much in the middle of the road here. Hopefully the track officials don't mind me doing this. Right. Hi. Oh dear. Oh dear. Maybe I should just, just not attend this race, maybe. Just let this one slide, come back at the next one. I think something's not all here. Oh, my front wing, that's what's not all here. Well, the one lap where there's no one coming out the pit lane for me, I've destroyed my front end. Oh no, now something's really gone wrong. Well, look at the bright side, I'm still faster than my previous attempts. Cool. Wow. Wow. It could not have gone much worse. They will finish. I do believe. Oh, they have. We unload the race. Yeah. Right, where's everyone starting? That looks pretty normal to me. Apart from the lovely factor that I am in dead last and I have to get past all of the terrible drivers. "29 laps of this." already lagging. Right. Give it a while. Oh, right on the cusp of literage there. Right, let's go. Here we are for feature race at Baku. Bogging down at the start. Oh god. Will there ever be a race where this doesn't happen? Because I feel like there isn't going to be one. Oh, I need to find my way out. Right. Walker finally finding his form and getting somewhere up the table. What's happened to Russell again? Down in wherever that is. 13th. Okay, that's the starting lineup. Me in a solid last place. Essentially, if you missed what happened just then, one of the AIs just never started. The problem is when they do that, they don't retire. So you'll just be sitting there every lap and we just all go around and pile up into a 20 car pile up. So you might as well restart the race at that point. But then if you keep pressing the actual restart button, it wouldn't fix it. It would just do the same thing again. Maybe even worse. So I have to start the race myself. So we're starting in a solid last place because I'm not very good, apparently. And how long is it going to be before we lose a front wing or a back wing or both? 'Cause I'm not guessing very long. I think it's going to be pretty soon. Cool. Let's try again. So here we are for the feature race at Baku. Apparently breaking my car on the start. We are all over the place into turn 1. Yep, okay, there goes the front wing. We have a Trident and a Russian time and a Prima, not where they're supposed to be. Oh, I'm going in this wall. God damn it. Literally, I'm by myself, man, come on. Oh, is it a Shrew, not Prima? Okay. Okay. Well, there would be a safety car, doesn't exist on this game, so carrying on regardless. I've gained some positions. Oh, De Vries after a good show in the first race, the first round rather. In 11th. I might need to come in early, more like lap 10. Oh god, oh god. I've not got it. Might have to come in this lap, in fact. Car is broke. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do it this lap. Right, how do I get into this pit lane? I'll brake a bit early. There we go. I need to body, yes. I'll have a shot. First gear, please. Somebody else in the wall off to the right there, I just noticed. It's not going any better than Bahrain. I'm only in 13th, despite having a pit stop. Might be able to claw my way back for some of these positions. I said back as if I was ever at the front. I don't know if it's the lag or if it's just a lack of confidence in the car. I'm not I'm not all here, it seems. Some of it is lag. I'm seeing a lot of space warp. People still getting turn 1 wrong. I'm not complaining, it gives me more positions. Well, I am complaining because I don't have a good race. Set a camera. Damn. One of the front runners out then. Carlin looking to score some big points again this race, but now Sergio's out. I didn't see if my my buddy Maney is anywhere like. He was low down on the grid order. So I'm not expecting too much. Hopefully Arjun's got some position somewhere. Somehow. I'm really not sure if I'm going to be scoring any points this race. I can't even see the guy in front, so I don't know how far behind I am. There's nothing to indicate how far behind I am, I think. I mean, I can't read my dashboard, I don't know what any of it says. That's wide. I was expecting another missing front wing then. Oh God! Oh my Christ. I liked my wing. I think Nissany as well, like, of all people. He was in like last anyway, apart from me. Corner scares me every time. You just glide closer to the wall. Oh, speaking of gliding. This is either going to be the longest 29 laps of my life, or I'm just going to retire the car. Oh my God. the front wing being missing literally did not make a difference at Bahrain. You could still come like 7th as I did with a broken front wing. This place, ploughing every corner. And the tyres have no grip. It's like driving on ice. Hear them to the left there. They are like half a lap in front. Well, I guess now's as good a time as any to just hang on into the race and say some things. So, Mick Schumacher. Now, he's not going to be known as Mick Schumacher to everyone. A lot of people would know him as the son of that 7-time world champion. And unfortunately, Michael had spent all of Mick's racing career blocking out the media, naming him after his wife's maiden name, so that Mick would not have to deal with any of the politics, any of the stigma, and generally just not have to deal with the cameras. And then Michael had that near-death accident, which we still to this day haven't heard his current condition about, whether he's recovering nicely, whether there's no way forward from here or anything. But because he's not been there, Mick's not been protected. I'm sure Michael's wife, unfortunately I can't remember her name off the top of my head, has tried all she can to kind of block out the media for Mick like Michael did, but she's had enough on her plate, and Mick's straight in the limelight. And this year it's just everything's come out at once. Oh, he's the son of Michael Schumacher. Oh, he's going to be this big star and we need to cover him, and no, it's going to detriment him. Driving for Kramer in Formula 2, he's going to get some good learning done. He's against some good drivers, De Vries, Assetto Corsa, Delatraz, all of them, they're all still in Formula 2. But, oh God, he has more on his plate now than he will ever know what to do with. He's been signed up by Ferrari Driver Academy already, They're fully expecting him to be in Formula 1 in a few years' time. I don't know how, I don't know where. But here's the thing. When David Brabham went racing, he was the son of two-time world champion, two-time, three-time, can't remember off the top of my head, sorry about that, son of multiple-time world champion Jack Brabham, and David Brabham had to deal with that. Again, he's not David Brabham, he's son of Jack Brabham, that's how he's known. And yeah, okay, he made a name for himself, he did very well in certain race series and stuff, but who do you remember more? Another one out. This is a race of attrition. Might actually be in the points at some point. Oh god, not keep doing that. And who else have we got? Oh my Christ, yeah. I've got no grip, I've got literally nothing. It feels as slow as it looks. Anyway. I guess you got Joe Winkelhock, and you got Marcus Winkelhock. Again, Joe was the more successful driver, and it's the same with pretty much every father-son driver combo. If the father's successful, the son is living in that shadow. It's like, well, three times the charm. It's like Dale Jr. with Dale Earnhardt, but then also Jeffrey Earnhardt isn't even winning races yet. If you keep it like that, you keep the context like that, if the father is successful, then the son is going to have a bad time of it. Take into account Jos Verstappen. Now, he never won anything in Formula 1. He basically just existed in a bunch of lower teams. But he took this information and thought, you know what, if I can't do it, I'm going to raise a machine, my own being that can, hence Max. This car is just gone. So In that instance, with Max Verstappen, Jos made sure that Max was the best driver he could possibly be. He gave him every piece of skill and was completely selfless in his I don't know what you call it, I guess in his training. He just generally made sure that Jos wasn't the star of the show, that Max was to be much more than he was himself, and he's been terribly hard on Max through his life, but you see the end result and you go, yeah, you can see why. I mean, Max has already won more races than Jos did, and he's, how old is he, 20 years old? Max is the showman that Formula 1 needs. So, back to the origins of this. Mick Schumacher. Yes, he's been taught by Michael, who is a fantastic teacher. He is probably the best team player that has ever existed in Formula 1. Oh my god, it's happened again, same place. This is now Destruction Derby, Road to Destruction Derby 2019. We hear bouncing off the walls at Baku. So, I will finish my point, trust me. Mick Schumacher is not just the son of two-time world champion, he's not just the son of a three-time world champion. He has as much, if not more pressure than Bruno Senna had. He's the son of the most successful Formula 1 driver of all time, stat, and that's a massive sentence. The weight of those words is going to ruin his career. Mick Schumacher will not be a multiple Formula 1 world champion. He just won't. And that's not just me being prejudiced. It's just not going to happen. We're never going to see the likes of Schumacher or Hamilton or Verstappen for a couple more years yet, because those guys went into their championships. Michael going into Formula 3000, was it, that he absolutely blasted? But he went to sports cars as well and won championships in there with Mercedes before he got to Formula 1. And you've got Verstappen winning everything up to GP3 and pulling straight into Formula 1, and straight off the bat was being successful. Yes, okay, I mean, it's in a Toro Rosso, it's in the points, not in winning positions, but he got there quick enough as well. And with Hamilton winning GP2 as it was then, going straight into Formula 1 and nearly winning his first season, that's never before seen, the scale of his onslaught. feel like the game is actually running slow, as well as the car being slow. I'm going to get points in this race just because I'm actually finishing. So basically what the reason you can tell not Russell, not Albon, not other people like that, not Assetto Camera, not Delatraz, not De Vries, not any of them, they're not going to be Formula 1 World Champions unless they all end up that being the Formula 1 lineup in a few years' time, and everyone that's currently here retires. Because to win in Formula 1, you have to have absolutely destroyed every series on your way there. There are odd ones out. I think Norris is going to do well, but he has that kind of fearlessness. The game's running slow now. You can see it's slowing and speeding up. And that actually occurred to me while I was telling someone else about Mick Schumacher and how I don't think he's going to be successful, never mind reasonably successful. I think Ralf Schumacher's son, whose name escapes me, is going to do better than Mick will. Because his father has exactly the same properties as Jos. He's kind of got that anger that he didn't do as well as he maybe could have. So he's going to now take the chance to create someone who can do what he couldn't. Although Ralf Schumacher's had a kind of a not very nice life. I mean, yeah, he's been in Formula 1 and he should have taken that and been happy with that, but he never was. He was never happy. You could see it in his face. Like, yeah, the wins, they give him something. Give him means to carry on, but every moment that he wasn't winning was just doom and gloom. And he had a divorce with his wife and has had terrible settlements with her. Fought hammer and tongue to get custody of his son. don't understand why the CPU occupancy is so high on this track. It must just not be optimised. Cataloging will be better. It'll be better as a race, and it'll be better than just everything that's happened here. That's probably why a lot of them are dying, is not because of the AI crashing just because they're inept, but because the game keeps stopping. Well, hello to those that have recently joined to watch this absolute mess. I'm in 5th at the moment because I'm fairly certain everyone behind me is out of the race, which isn't a good thing. That's Assetto Corsa. And I've missed that corner. I currently have a car with no grip, whether it be tyres or downforce. Most of my wing elements are broken, but every time I go around a corner the car just brakes. Mid-corner I'm just losing everything. So there's something fundamentally wrong somewhere, and it's not the car's fault. It's either my fault or the track's fault. That I mean, not that it's Baku, literally the mod. As if there's something fundamentally wrong with the mod. Those black marks around that corner that we just went round, they're all from me, every single one of them. We're halfway through the feature race, luckily. You see, it's just not turning. There's just no grip. I can just about make these corners still. So how's everyone doing? I won't be able to read the messages on the fly because they are, but yeah. I'm spinning. This is literally the worst race I've ever participated in. I've participated in a few Forza races. Sorry. Wow. You wouldn't have seen it just then, but I looked over and yeah, that's what position we're in. 4th place. On track overtakes only. I don't think I've ever taken a single person in this race other than the ones that have crashed. Ouch. Can the guy in first just like speed up a bit and end this race quicker? Speaking of first, if I'm the last man standing, God, and there's no one else on track, I am going to end this race. See, by now, the guy who was in first would have crossed the line already, and because they were like half a lap ahead, but at the moment they're both equal. In fact, you probably won't actually be able to see, I'll need to look up. Up there, oh there, they've just gone across the line. That middle one needs to be 1 digit higher than the one to the left. Or doesn't need to be. Point is, that's when I go across. No, that's when the computer's blowing up. No, that one is when the leader goes across the line. As you can see, they're on 18 and I'm still on 17 at the moment. So when we get to the line, well, can't work out how far ahead they are by when they reached the line, and they were half a lap ahead of me, and now not. I haven't been seeing people retire up there though, because it comes up there with the with that lap timer. I haven't seen anybody retire recently, so I don't know where any of these people are going. Oh, that was wide. Keep control, please. love this mod. One of the best mods that's ever existed, because it's perfect to real life. It's more perfect to real life than some of the cars Kunos has made for this race, for this game. It's literally that good. But it still scares me. Don't have confidence in this car. Just heard two cars to my left then. I wonder if they're behind me, not in front of me. Nah. Fairly certain everyone behind me is dead. Sorry about that. Crunchy neck. Wait, that's the car behind me. Was I seeing things, or was that legit? Don't know. Oh no, there it is. There is actually someone behind me. Well, put it this way, I shouldn't be in the position I'm in now anyway. So it doesn't surprise me. How long's it going to be before they catch me up then? Oh, the lag. He's definitely gaining on me. me, don't crash into me, don't crash into me. You idiot. You actual, genuine moron. Bamber Boris, what have you done? What have you actually done to me? Oh, he's broke my suspension, that's what he's done to me. The wheel doesn't centre straight, I don't think. Nope. It's just off. I'm going to get them fixed. I'm going to put new tyres on the last however many laps. Right, I want everything fixing. I want super softs on. That's a lot of retirements. Someone's just... I'm being passed by everyone now. There are still people going around the track. I don't understand why I'm passing them. Unless they're just inconsistent, and by the time we get to the pit stop, or by the time they get to the pit stop, I just cheese a place off of them because I'd already done my stop. And I'm still in 7th. Oh, that was laggy. I actually got some speed. I've got wings. I've got tyres. It's all coming up my house now. He says as he reverses it backwards into the tyre barrier at 100 miles an hour. Come on, PC, you can handle it. I believe. I believe. I'm not quite sure what they'd be able to do to the steering arm to fix that. In real life, I think as soon as your steering was bent, you'd be out of the race. So it was a bit cheesy, I think. A bit cheaty. But you know what, I'll take it. It was hard enough trying to drive the car as it was. Oh, that's... The wrong gear is what it was. Oh, come on, computer. Hold up for these last 7 laps. Seven and a half. I made 4 gear change noises despite the fact I only changed 3 times. risky on those curbs. I think 7th place is where I'm going to be till the end. A bit close. I don't know why I keep looking at laps as if they're going to keep changing every third of a lap. Oops. Well, once again, we've had a particularly lackluster race. Well, to be honest, the AI could be fighting like 5 positions back. For all I know, I've been nowhere near it. if it's this bad with the Formula 2 cars, how bad is it going to be with Formula 1 cars? Ooh. Jesus. I'm expecting pretty bad. As per usual, I've gained my thumbs. I've been able to hold on the car in a late race, which really means nothing at this point because there's no one near me. Need to learn how to drive quicker. And not crash, because that doesn't help either. Like that. Whoa. Saved. See, when it's a spin like that, you can see it coming before it happens. Not about the wheel, it's not about the... Well, there's some kind of feeling in the wheel. It's mostly about what you see in the car do in front of you. If it's over rotating and you're still on the brake, you know you're going into the centre of the corner sideways. You can prepare yourself. Luckily, once again, I caught it. I haven't been so lucky with the spins this race. Whoa, that was weird. What is going on? I've cooked the rear tyres from drifting them or something. Please don't hit the wall. Okay. Oh, now I've got someone on me. They've probably been catching up to me all race. Now I've got 3 laps to hold them off with cooked rear tyres. Hopefully they'll cool down quick enough down the straight. Walking up. Got these 2.5 laps to catch up to me and pass me. I think I'm going to keep my 7th place. Who knows? extra 2 points on the board, which, to be honest, I need, because I was third in the championship. Changed up too early on. I don't think he's quite got it. I don't think he's got it in him to keep up with me. Which is a good sign. Shouldn't even try to shift on them. Oh, the lag. Can't tell if he's any closer or not, it's too distant in the mirrors. Not enough resolution. I have a small climax around this race. Can this guy behind me catch up and pass me? I hope not. Can I hold onto the car without killing myself? Good question. To be honest, if I do spin, he's just going to drive into me. Here we go. Gotta do it all again one more time. It's every apex. Miss every wall. Hit every gear. Not run out of fuel. Sorry, the village has come on, so shouldn't be an issue. He's not close enough, unless I spin. Oh, like that. No, stop it. Just a drift. Don't you worry. I've got this. Well, it definitely won't be me with the fastest lap this race, that's for sure. I have not been on pace the whole time. What I am, however, looking like I'm going to get 2 points, which is more than I would have said at the start of the race. There is a silver lining somewhere. Wow. "29 laps of am I going to make it to the next corner?" Wow. Sorry about the rustling. Well, there we go. Sean Galale. Where did he start? Did he start like 19th? He did. From 19th position, rather, all the way to first. Wow. Sean Galale. Mind you, Fukusumi not bad from 17th. Norris managed to fend off those minor inconveniences and crashes. Pulled back from like 7th or 8th position. Started first, fell back, got back to 3rd, not bad. Same with Latifi and Albon. Oh, maybe just Norris, Latifi. Albon Markelov just kind of went nip, and the other two at top managed to jump them somehow. Only 9 finishers. Fukusumi with the fastest lap. Somehow doing the 3rd sector 3 seconds faster than his competitors. Questionable. Definitely questionable. Excuse me. Well, I'll give him it anyway. So, let's work it out. Let's give them all the positions. Glyle first, Fukusumi second, Norris third, Latifi, Albon, that's not Albon, Markelov, me, Letras, Aitken finally getting some points for. Oh, I get more than 2 points. I was under the impression. Oh, I don't know. That race took it out of me. Aitken 9th. Now we're into the non-finishers. Boschung. like the rest of these aren't marked yet. Missing someone. And of course, my teammate, one of those that got caught up in all the crashing and stuff. Wouldn't be right if he didn't. Right. Work out what everyone got, shall we? 10 points for Alban. 0, 0, 0, 0. 18. 0. I get 6 points for that absolute mess of a race. It's 12 points. 12 points. 15. 0. 2. 0, 0, 0. 25. I'm missing someone. That'll be why. Right, so if they didn't finish 90% of the race or something, they don't score points. So it was in 10th. Boshung doesn't get the single point. Lol. Who got fastest lap? Fukusumi. He gets an extra 2 points. In which case, it's for the teams. Dam's suddenly scoring a good amount of points there. Carlin's still scoring a good amount with Norris. Aitken getting 2 points. Ugh. ART are not doing well. Who got Pearl? I need to add that to the points as well. Because Norris won it. Which means he gets even more points. Points for Norris, which means that Carlin are running away with it. However, Kramer, due to Sean Galeal's miracle drive back to first place, really guaranteeing their second place in the table. There's a couple of changes to the ordering though, as Dams and Arden put themselves in front of Campos and Charoux. Which way round are they? Campos is Delatraz and I've forgotten. Walker. Charoux. Campos is Piotr and Nissany. So Piotr got a fourth. Nissany's pretty much pointless. Delatraz and Walker, which means that Campos is still ahead of Charoux. As for the points standings, I bump ahead of Vries. Markelov gets ahead of Piotr. There's a couple of movements here. Where did Fukuzumi come from in this race? Championship even. Suddenly up into 6th place. So Gyotso, then Delatraz, and Albon shifted right down. He lost out massively in this. Sure, it was higher than that. You got Latifi, Makina. Is Gunter still ahead of Russell? I assume so. Yep. And Aitken. Ooh. Yep, no, that's still the same order. and quite kinda unsurprisingly, Boschung and Boccolacci still got 0, which means MP Motorsport really losing out on their choice of drivers, still in last place. So it's now Norris, me and De Vries at the top of the leaderboard in drivers, and Kyle and Prema and Trident still the top 3 in the constructors, or teams rather, because they don't construct. I am, however, going to stop the stream here while I eat, because I started this stream later than I would have liked, and I need to eat. So make sure this exits nicely. Okay. I shall be back after food and we shall do the sprint race. See you guys soon.